Here are top 5 self-reflective questions that you can ask yourself on a daily basis. We can ask ourselves these questions at the end of the night or whenever we want to. The purpose of this is to get a better understanding of ourselves and to get into the habit of working on yourself. So when we're thinking about improving ourselves, we usually sort of hit this crossroad and deciding whether we should hit the gym first or should we learn to meditate first. Which one is it? Should I drop all my bad habits all at once or should I just keep YOLOing it? Which one is it? Give me an answer, whatever. Just let me get started. For me personally, because I work 40 hours a week, and if you're in this corporate job setting, you know that time goes by twice as fast. So there isn't a lot of time to dwell on things that you want to start. You just gotta take action and just get going. And so anyway, now you're dedicated to changing your life for the better and you never looked back. Problem is, we're so occupied by doing, we never really look back into what we've done and what we've achieved and recalibrate into the person that you aspire to become, which is the main purpose of today's video and what we're about to cover.
The first question you should ask yourself is, what am I grateful for? I'm pretty sure you've heard a lot of people talk about gratitude nowadays, and there's definitely a reason why. Most people think gratitude is about feeling happy and content with the good parts of your life, but it also increases our awareness and provides us with an appreciation for life that we weren't aware of before. Nowadays, most people live like robots. They wake up early to go to a job they hate, then spend the next 8 hours working for people they despise while waiting for their shift to end, only to repeat it all again the following day. They're constantly chasing the weekends as they feel like that's all they have to look forward to. It's no wonder that everyone's depressed. But did you take a second to notice how your best friend brought you your favorite cup of coffee this morning? Or your parents texted you they loved you? Or maybe your friend even told you that they appreciated your advice? All these little things usually go unannounced in our lives. But by practicing gratitude, we'll not only begin to notice all the little things in our lives, but we'll have a greater appreciation for everything and everyone around us. It can be as simple as thinking about gratitude once a day or writing 3 things you're grateful for every morning.
So another question to ask yourself is, do I regret not doing what I knew was right? Sounds quite a mouthful, but it basically means if you know that you could have gone that extra mile, but instead you took that easy way out. So here's an example. I want to be more outspoken, aspire to be able to speak freely and to voice my ideas in front of large groups of people. What's stopping me is that habit of fear. And how do we reprogram that habit of fear? One way is to take a step-by-step approach. Possibly start with talking with 1 person and then with 2 and then slowly to 3 and then so on. If one day there was an opportunity for me to speak out or lead a meeting and I decided that on the last minute I'm gonna pull out and chicken out, am I doing what I knew was right? Probably not. So essentially we're asking ourselves if we're taking the knowledge that we know and we've acquired and actually applying it. Because most people know what to do, but only a few actually do it.
The next question is, did I live today as if it were my last day? When we're having fun or enjoying ourselves, time seems to fly by. However, when things get tough, time seems to drag on forever. It's during these times when we want time to speed up. We just want the day to be over with so we can start fresh again. But we need to realize that our time here is limited. We generally feel as if we have more time than we really do, so we take many things for granted. Maybe you're stuck at some family event and would much rather be at home playing video games. Or you feel like giving up on a 5K run, even though you only have 1 kilometer left. When we think short term, playing video games instead of spending valuable time with family seems like the more enjoyable option. However, if you knew it was going to be your last time seeing certain family members, then the value of spending time with your loved ones increases dramatically. The same goes for the run. If you knew that it was going to be your last run ever, I'm sure you would complete the run without any hesitation. But once you let the thought of tomorrow enter your mind, then that last 1 kilometer feels like something for another day. We tend to take things for granted, thinking we'll have more time and opportunities in the future. But life isn't guaranteed. Tomorrow isn't promised. So we must live every day to the fullest.
Here's the next one. What are some things that I did right? Acknowledging your progress is just as important as the end result, because as humans, we're result driven. Just imagine that you've been to the gym for a year now and you go 5 days a week, but you never stop to see yourself in the mirror, or you don't take pictures of yourself from the beginning. But at some point you start to ask yourself, I've put all this work in, but I don't see myself improving. I don't see myself getting bigger. What's the joy in that? Why am I working so hard for? And that's the same for your mind and your self-improvement. So I keep this in the back of my head, but you could write this down if you want to. In any case, remind yourself to check off the goals that you want to accomplish, and make sure to give yourself a pat on the back when you do. So the other day I had coffee with my VP because I was leaving the company back then. And one comment that she made was, I always see you smiling. You're so joyous all the time. But I wasn't always this way. I wasn't really aware of my facial expressions back when I just got out of college. My boss back then would always tell me, smile more and you'll achieve more. And I took that to heart. And ever since then, I've been telling myself that this is something that I want to achieve. I want to improve on. I want to smile more. I want to be consciously aware of this. And I did it.
And the last question from today's video, was I being my authentic self? Do you ever get this feeling as you go out into the world and interact with different people? Everyone sort of has this mask on. It's as if everyone's trying to please everybody, so they put on this mask to not offend anyone. But have you ever stopped to ask why? What's the point of this mask? Why is everyone acting fake just to please people they don't know? In this day and age, everyone's just trying to be as popular as possible, even if it means losing yourself. They conform to their friends, to strangers, even to people they don't like, just to seem cool. But what's the point of being fake to please people you don't like? What's the point of being popular if you have to do activities you're not interested in? Sooner or later, you get sick and tired of the whole charade. Wouldn't it make more sense to invest your time and be authentic and get real friends? Friends that would last a lifetime and provide more value than those you had to please by being someone else. Wouldn't it be more beneficial for you to be able to do things and activities that interest you? You can only do so much when you're being someone else, when you're not being authentic. Just remember that this is your life. You should be able to do what you want to do. It's okay to say no to things that you're not interested in.
So there you have it. 5 questions that we like to ask ourselves on the regular. Obviously, we all have different goals in life. So your questions might be different from ours. Regardless, we hope that through this video, we could inspire you to think about the things that you want to improve in your life and you've always thought about, but you never really got around to it. And this is a perfect time to start. There's always no better time than now. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like and a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.